Hey, everybody, we got an awesome show coming up. But first, we want to thank everybody for liking and subscribing and following us on Instagram and all that stuff. But I've got some more exciting news. If we can get to 200K on YouTube and 100K on Instagram, then we're going to do another giveaway where we give away a bunch of free, cool stuff that nobody can get.
What stuff?
Like signed stuff from Tony Hawk. I said it was cool.
That sounds cool. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, dude, come on. Like, signed stuff from Jason Ellis. Oh, wow.
It'll be both of us.
Yeah.
This is a group effort.
I'll be on there too, but you know what's going on. What about guests? What guests do you want to see? Like, what skateboarders have we not had on? Make a comment on Instagram or on YouTube, and we'll read it, and then we'll get them on.
Wow.
He'll get them on.
That's okay.
Well,
we will take them into consideration and try very hard. How's that? That's better. But we see all the yes, I see all the comments and Neil Blender and everyone else, and I'm trying.
I got Colin McKay on.
He lives close by. Come on, that's not a big claim.
I know, but I made him come here.
You did, yeah.
Just like and subscribe. Shut up. He's gonna start giving away.
I'm giving you props. I'm giving you props that I don't think
you're
Colin
welcome.
Normally, yeah.
Hey man, it's the least I could do. You know what I mean? I'm doing my part. Make sure you check it all out, everybody.
Wow.
Make sure you follow us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Check out the episode.
Give him compliments in the process.
I'm fine. I'm very secure with my manhood.
Welcome. Here we go.
And I'm not Tony Hawk.
No, we go way back.
We do go way back.
Yeah.
You guys go way back.
Yeah. Willy Santos is here.
Yeah.
Everybody, right here, in the flesh.
Yes.
The legend. Probably the first member on the Birdhouse team.
Was it me or Jeremy? Because you
you
guys were together calling me.
Oh, you're right. So Jeremy, well, whatever. I mean, there were 4 of us.
Yeah.
within a 2-week time frame.
Right, it was.
So one of the first skaters on Birdhouse.
Yes. Thank you.
Along with Jeremy Klein.
Yes.
And Steve Barra, Ocean Howl.
Yeah.
Who were you on before that? Were you on GNS?
Yes, Gordon and Smith.
I was right.
Yeah. And it was years later that I think it was in Skateboarder. I had no idea that you bought the GNS boards and then screen printed over them. I didn't know that. I was like, what?
Wait,
I wish I had one of those boards.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is this allowed to be used or is this like...
Sure, yeah.
But it's been 30 years.
I don't know, man.
Does GNS even exist anymore?
It does, yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
You gotta use that?
Sure. Yeah. Because I had to jump through a lot of hoops.
Okay, wow. So they
were ending their skate program, but they were trying to claim that Willy was under contract and I had to pay. I didn't have any money.
Sounds personal.
So
Just so
yeah,
you know, everybody, we're doing the fake audio of drilling again.
Oh.
Just to poke at that one person on Instagram that's like, stop doing fake drilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. My answer is no. We're going to do more fake drilling audio and maybe a couple of dashes of fake skateboarding because we love fake audio in the background.
Yes. No, it's busy. It's busy here in my office.
Yeah.
A lot of things happening.
Yeah,
and
man.
We got to make time when we can.
It's the Tony Hawk industry, and it's clicking over and over. It's like Santa and his little helpers. It is
Something like that.
It is. You are pretty much Santa, dude.
Are you an elf?
Am I a what?
Are you an elf?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a big elf.
Oh, gosh.
He's a cowboy elf.
I'm the cowboy elf. I'm the diesel elf.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I regulate when things get out of control because sometimes elves are little and they get picked on, and then they call the big elf in, and then the big elf slaps fools, gets them to recognize, and then we go back to working.
Say elf.
Yeah.
One more time.
That's what I said.
What's going on here? But yeah, so Tony, you
Oh, so
bought
I
those
was
boards,
actually,
right?
I blew it. I was going to bring those boards. It's upstairs.
Oh,
I'll
you
get it
have them.
later.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
I turn the fake noise up a little bit just to
Yeah,
play
there
with
goes
it.
the noise. Okay, wow, we just jumped into it. So
Yes.
here's how it went down. when we started Birdhouse, I really wanted Willy to be on the team. One of the first riders for sure. And ironically, you're right. You weren't the first rider because ironically, I thought you'd be the first one to say yes.
Oh,
But Jeremy was the first one to say yes. And then he and I had to convince you
that's right.
that it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Why did you have to be convinced?
Well, because at the time, Mike Tranowski, Rodney Mullen, Steve Rocco, they were trying to get me on one of their things.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
they wanted to be either on Plan B or World.
Yeah.
Right.
And they had money.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, but-
Do you want to know how I got Willy on the team?
Yeah, how? Did you threaten him?
no, he didn't threaten. Yeah.
This is crazy.
No.
I traded a car in.
Yeah.
Wait, you gave him a car?
Yeah. I
What kind of
traded
car?
I traded my car in.
Yep.
Downgraded my car, and I traded my car in for another car plus money. So I downgraded my car and gave him the car that was traded for.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got a used car, and I could have, if I went to World or Plan B, it could have been a brand new car.
But wouldn't have been Tony Hawk's
But it was a
used
sick
car.
used. It wasn't even mine.
Yeah.
It wasn't yours?
No, it was. I think it was Cindy's parents. Is that what it
Well, it
was?
was Cindy's.
Riley's mom.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Man,
I mean,
you
it's complicated. It's a complicated story. But
Yeah, but
basically, I had a
tell-
Lexus I could not afford the gas for.
Shoot.
Like I bought it on the tail end of the, riding the wave of
Yeah.
success. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden everything came crashing down.
wow.
Gas was like, to fill it up was at the time, I don't
Yeah.
know, $50 or something. I was like, I can't even afford
And
to
then-
put gas in
and
this
now
thing.
look at you know?
So then we sold it to my parents-in-law
Yeah.
and got their old car. And then I bought a much more affordable car and gave Willy the Honda.
But I was hoping to get your Honda Civic, the black one,
Nah.
the hatchback.
Nah.
That's what I wanted. But I got the
Wasn't
Honda
that
Accord.
wasn't up for grabs. My Civic Si, I think it was
Yeah, yeah.
87 Civic Si.
Dude, that was a sick one. Yeah.
Yeah, all tinted.
Yeah.
You liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was like
it was sick.
It was sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially
Although-
after having to give up the Lexus, like
Yeah.
a car that I could afford to take care of
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
to
yeah.
put gas in. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
But I remember riding in the Lex. I was like, man, this is like an awesome boat cruising.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I was a little ahead of myself there.
It's just inspiring.
But I am thankful that Willy took the chance because
Yeah.
that
I did.
at the time, like he
Yeah.
definitely could have got an instant.
There was more money.
Yeah,
new
instant
car.
money and
Yeah.
car and probably more coverage.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
it would have been more coverage than Big Brother anyway.
Oh, well, it was a little bit before Big Brother, right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Or no, I guess it was starting around at the same time because you were sending videograms.
I don't know. We were just so like, dude, we were trying anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, at one point, he and Jeremy were stenciling their grip tape with
Yeah.
Birdhouse logos.
Now, didn't you print out like the first Birdhouse sticker was from like your printer at home?
yeah,
Yeah.
with Avery labels.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's for anyone our age. They'll
Yes.
appreciate that.
Man.
yeah.
I would buy Avery labels
Yeah.
and then lay it out on because I could do computer stuff. Lay it on the computer, and then print black and white Birdhouse stickers on Avery labels.
And remember the first Birdhouse video, Feasters? Didn't it come with candy? The little
Yeah.
but it was bad taste. I think I tried it once and I was like, ah,
No, Jeremy got a bunch of generic candy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
It's
we
like
printed labels.
yes,
So
yeah.
they were kind of like lifesavers.
yeah,
and-
looking, but
Yeah,
wasn't
they
tasting
were-
that well. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
But it was cool.
That was fun.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so inspiring to know that like you
And it was a
put
free
everything
video, right?
on the line, dude.
Yeah.
The video is $5.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I had to pay to mail it.
Yeah.
So we
Man, you were so broke.
so this is what we put. We would do a Birdhouse ad, right? I think it probably was you in it.
Yeah, the Titanic.
The Titanic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the first Birdhouse ad.
Yeah. So the first Birdhouse ad was the
It was a
Titanic.
videogram.
Titanic sinking. Oh, I have a story about how I found that too,
Yeah.
which was absurd.
Yeah.
But it's the Titanic sinking, and then it's Willy, Jeremy, Steve Barra, and me on a lifeboat.
Yes.
Like that. That's the whole thing. Is that like the skate industry is tanking.
Yeah.
Our big sponsors are done, and we're on this lifeboat. That was supposed to be the metaphor, but. And then on the bottom
It was
of
really
it said-
happening.
it says send $5 for video.
Yeah.
So people mailed us $5 bills.
Yeah. And then speaking of the Titanic,
So
yeah.
yeah, and then that's what I was gonna say. This is actually the frame grab. This
Yeah.
board. So this is my first Birdhouse model.
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be my last model ever.
Right.
Because me starting Birdhouse, and sorry, I know we need to hear from Willy, but this is where it all went.
No, yeah.
Me starting Birdhouse was supposed to be like, I'm now a company owner, like Stacy Peralta.
Yeah.
I am not a pro skater anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So this represents the end for me.
Yeah.
This board is
That shape looks
screened
good. Yeah.
Really?
over
It looks cool.
Willy's graphics.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Right?
You can see it.
I could see the which graphics was it though? I see something here, but I can't recognize
I
it.
thought that was the GNS board.
It has to be, but I can't see
Wait,
the
this
full
was
thing.
set up.
Yeah. So somewhere behind here is my old graphics.
Yeah.
Wait, you took the grip tape off this board.
Oh.
It was the last one I had.
Yeah.
But Willy, so when Willy left GNS,
Yeah.
GNS was like, well, he's breaking his contract, even though they were going to go out of business.
Right.
Yeah.
Practically. Yeah.
And they're like, he's breaking his contract, so you have to buy his boards from us. And it was like, 100?
SST Hawk.
Yeah.
I get it.
It was like 100 or 200 skateboards. We had to buy from them. So
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I just screened it with my graphic.
So at the time, did you really think that was going to be your last board?
Yeah.
Did you think that you were going to stop skating?
No, I never stopped skating.
Yeah,
Just,
he's just always skating.
Just stop selling?
but it was him and Jeremy are the ones that convinced me. Were like,
yeah.
you're not that good at doing ads and being the marketing director. You should probably keep skating. You're better at promoting Birdhouse as a skater than you are behind the scenes.
Yeah. How did
And
you
that kind of
deliver-
hurt.
Yeah, how did you deliver that news? Do you remember?
Oh, to GNS?
No, to Tony.
Oh, I don't even
Oh,
remember.
it wouldn't have been
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, there's one person that delivers that message.
Yeah.
In the most blunt way
Yeah.
possible.
Okay.
That's Jeremy Klein.
Jeremy Klein,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you specifically recall how it was delivered?
Well, that's just Jeremy.
Yeah.
He's just says what he means
Yeah.
what he says, and
I don't know if that's such a bad thing to take.
no, it was fine. I mean, it was,
Yeah.
but Per, who was my partner,
Yes.
Per Wheelander was my partner on Birdhouse. He was on board with that too. So they
Yeah.
both came at me like,
Yeah, it was cool. I remember
sucks.
you and Per came over to my parents' house and had dinner over there. My grandma
Yeah.
and my mom cooked some food.
Yeah.
And somewhere in the album, there's pictures of you and my two brothers. Like you're just there on the couch with them. Like,
yeah, it was
cool.
fun.
Yeah. But then Steve Rocco.
Oh, well, I mean, we had to win Willy over, and we had to win his parents over.
Yeah. I don't even know what you guys discussed. I was probably just eating and then I was out just on the couch or something.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
but it takes
yeah.
you like an hour and a half to eat a regular meal, so you probably were there
why
for a
does
while.
it take so long for you to eat food?
Oh, I take a long time when I eat.
Why?
I chew it well. Yeah.
He chews. just say it.
What's that?
Don't you have a number of times you chew?
I probably at the time I did, but I still do take a
Wait,
long time.
what do you
when I
mean? You
eat.
count how many chews you
I was
take?
just
He used to.
yeah, it used to.
What do
No,
you-
to the point where,
Yeah.
where we were on tour and we're like, Willy,
Yeah, I'm
We're-
like
we're
the last.
done.
Yeah.
how many
we
chews
always-
did you used to
Still
chew?
to this day, I'm always like the last one.
How many
done.
chews did you used to do?
I don't know, maybe 15, 20.
No.
I don't know. More than that? Was it more?
yeah, well,
Yeah,
at least
it
20.
seemed like yeah.
Wait, you
yeah.
counted-
I would almost make it where it was like
No, it was like- it
liquid
was more
in my
like
mouth.
40.
Yeah,
Why?
I just thought it'd just be better for my body.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
'Cause if
It's
you
bro-
do
it's
that- if
broken
you do
down
that-
well,
Yeah,
and
no.
you're-
You know
because
what?
now your
Yeah.
body does. You have more energy because your body didn't have to break it down.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, guess what? It's not a good idea when you're on a road trip
Yeah.
for 5 weeks where we're trying desperately to get to the next city on
You can't,
time.
You
Yeah.
can't eat it in the car.
Oh, I guess I could have. Yeah. But yeah.
You're just figuring
I
that
think
out right
sometimes
now.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
sometimes we would convince him like, yeah, take the rest of the
Yeah.
because we're not waiting anymore.
It's
But I
like
mean,
that-
we were going to Taco Bell and Subway, like it was.
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of energy?
I mean, that's good. Yeah. I mean,
Were you ever
skate all
tired
the-
and they weren't? And they were you ever
No, he-
not tired and they were tired?
No,
I
he
felt-
was the
yeah.
demo
Yeah,
destroyer.
I would just
Right.
skate.
There you go.
Yeah.
Chew your food, kids.
That's it.
But going back to like you guys came to my house, but then Rocco, Rodney, Mike Chanowski, they took me to Corvette Diner. Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, oh,
No,
in
that
San
was-
Diego?
Yeah. Once upon a time. I
Yeah,
think it was in Hillcrest.
that was not in our budget.
Yeah.
So they had more money and they
Yeah.
had like the flashy thing,
yeah.
but Tony had like more family, more like were.
I don't know. I just felt,
Desperation?
yeah, I just felt good about it, and I decided to go with Tony. Yeah.
Like it just sounded like it was more like I'm not trying to shit on the other guys at all, but
Yeah.
like Tony and his thing was like more of a reality, like more of a we're real friends here.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we were
And your
going street
parents-
skating all over San Diego.
Yeah.
Like, it was awesome.
You guys were hanging out
Yes. Yeah.
off the like you guys were like
Yeah,
spending
like
time
every
with each
weekend
other.
when we were working on the Feasters video. I mean, I didn't even really know we were filming for a video almost. I was just like skating. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And now a word from our sponsors.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's good, right, Tony?
Yes.
You and I like BetterHelp.
Yeah, and stop comparing your life to others. Just live in your life. BetterHelp will help you to live in your own life. And
Yeah, because when you did a 900, I was like, man, I can't do that. But then I was like, whatever. Pfft, you don't have a wolf tatted on your head.
yeah, and I can't take repeated punches to the face either.
You probably could, but no, you haven't.
I haven't.
Yeah.
And I'm going to not compare myself.
I don't
You
think
got
you
that.
should. Yeah, I
you
do.
got that.
Do I? I don't know. Am I
You
here?
got it.
Who are you?
You'll get it.
Yeah, I was real sad. And then
Yeah.
someone was like, call a therapist. And I was like, no. And then I was
You
like,
said no.
yeah, because the person that said it was like annoying me. You know when someone's right and you don't want to admit that they're right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those.
But usually that happens after the fact that it helped, and then you're like, now I got to admit they're right. You weren't even willing to take the advice.
I look dumb, but I'm pretty smart.
Okay.
I gave up.
But then you did. You
I gave
called.
in. I
you
gave
called,
in and I
you
called.
called BetterHelp.
That's what I did.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got it online. I talked to a therapist, and they listened to me, and they had some suggestions, and I didn't feel so bad anymore. And then guess what? That person that said call him, I thanked them.
You did.
Eventually,
That's good.
took a minute.
That's good. You gotta come around.
That's all I did. Isn't there a
That
song
was
about
big of
that?
you. That was big of you.
Yeah, I'm pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know why? Because you got BetterHelp.
I did. Very important.
Stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/HawkWolf today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/HawkWolf.
Back to the show. At the time, did you think of like?
I mean, I knew eventually we were doing a video, but it was just, we were just skating. Yeah.
So it was just
Yeah,
like
I might have-
people you like to skate with. That was a better team because you liked skating with them.
Oh, I don't know. Well, those guys were all up in L.A., I suppose. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about your family? Like your parents liked him more, or how'd that
Actually,
work?
I don't even really remember. I don't even remember them talking to me about like, oh yeah, you should go with Tony instead of these other guys. It just happened. I don't know. What did you guys talk about? I have no idea.
I can't remember. I mean, your dad was always very business sense. Like it definitely that was the top forefront of his questions.
Okay. Yeah.
Was what does this mean? And we're just like it could be good.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, but there isn't much right now
Yeah.
of anything going on.
'Cause I think I was still in high school. Yeah.
I feel like the car helped sway some decision.
But you could have got a car with the other guys.
Yeah, brand new one. Yeah.
They offered you a brand new car.
Brand new car and more money. But I just felt better in my heart going with Tony. So that's what happened.
And
Yeah.
we're thankful for
Yeah.
it.
No, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
So
like
the Titanic didn't sink. Didn't it?
no, it,
not
it
sink.
is
That Titanic.
It is still flying.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but it makes more sense. Like I said, I got nothing bad to say about those guys, but you just always made sense on Birdhouse. Like
Yeah.
it was always like, of course you're on Birdhouse.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because you started on there, but
Yeah.
it'd be weird to see you
Yeah.
somewhere else. I was like, yeah, that you guys all fit, you know.
Yeah.
Same with.
I
Same
mean,
with
we
It was fun
definitely
times.
were all. It was eclectic. We were
Yeah,
all
it was-
very different.
Yeah.
But we, in that time and place, we all just worked. There was synchronicity, and we all worked together, and we all
Yeah.
had our own. We all had our own strengths and weaknesses, and it all made up for it. But
Yeah.
it was so. Those days were so fun.
It was, yeah.
And also, just like we knew, Jeremy and I, we would just put Willy on target for things because we're like, well, Willy could do it.
right.
Because it was like, oh, what about this? Yeah,
Although
Willy
there
could
was
do
one
that.
time I think we dropped off Steve Barra at the airport, and then we were eating Chinese food, and then I was like, "Oh, cool, we don't have a demo." And then you're like, "Oh, we're driving to the demo." I was like, "We have a demo today?" I was like shocked, but it was just those days. It was fun.
Oh yeah, I think I remember because everyone would just be laughing at you.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, there was no sympathy
Yeah.
for that
Wow.
situation. Just like, yeah, what's wrong with you? Of course, we every day.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, you pretty much waited for me to graduate high school. The very next day, we went on tour for like 3 weeks. Yeah. Right? You were
Really?
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
we did. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny to think that we're scheduling it around your graduation.
Yeah.
We probably did.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah.
The very next day, we went on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you graduated, then just was like, that's it. It's pro skateboarder all day nonstop.
No, I mean, when I was in high school, my parents had me look into radiology, but then,
Radio.
yeah, I met the
Radiology.
counselor. Yeah, I met with the counselor and everything. I looked into it, but then it was like, oh, the next day I'm just going on tour, and then it just never stopped. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you didn't think you were going to be a pro skateboarder for a very long time?
I don't
Or-
know. It was
or
just
even-
Were
going.
you-
It was just going.
Were you
man.
making any decent money on GNS?
No, not really. No.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't like leaving was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
a dent.
No, yeah, it wasn't at all. Yeah.
When did you start making money?
Oh, I guess it was 94, 5, I guess.
I mean, we were really turning profits until
Okay, let me ask
96
the
or
question.
97.
There you go,
Well, as a company, we were turning profits. We were giving it
Yeah,
to
yeah.
these guys, so they were probably making okay money.
Yeah. Yeah.
When did you think you started making real money? Like good money to you?
Oh, well, I guess when I think I bought my house in 96 or something. Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds about right. Yeah. And I didn't really want to buy a house, but I had to because of like tax stuff. I was fine living at home, really.
Wait, living with your
Yeah.
parents?
Yeah, yeah.
But you
Yeah.
bought
I was
a house.
sad leaving. I was just like, oh, I don't really want to leave the home. But yeah.
But you bought a house because you, had
Yeah.
you needed something to write off because
Yeah.
of the money you were making?
Yes, yeah.
That must have been a cool feeling.
Oh, it was cool. Yeah. Yeah.
But you-
I
when you-
didn't move far. It was like the next city over, Rancho Penasquito.
Is it still the same house?
No, no, I sold that a long time ago, but it was,
Okay.
yeah, it was right there. Yeah.
So when you moved into your own house, did you go back to your parents to eat?
Yeah, I would. I mean, sometimes I'd do the laundry there, and then eventually
Even
I
though you
got
have
my-
your own washer dryer at your
Eventually,
house?
I did get one, but yeah, yeah,
Wait, so when you first bought your own house,
yeah,
you went back to your parents' house to wash and dry your clothes
yeah, yeah.
and eat.
Sure, yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
cook or did your parents cook?
Oh, my mom definitely cooked.
So
yes.
you just
Yeah,
ate.
some
What
Filipino
about
food.
breakfast? Did you make your own breakfast?
I did, yeah, yeah. Just eggs. Yeah.
But then, what? This
Okay.
is entertaining to me.
Okay.
I just like to know that you had enough money for a house, but you were like, I still want to go back.
Yeah.
I just, anybody that has like
Yeah.
parents, it's always very interesting to me, you
Yeah.
know, because it's like if I had money for a
Well,
house.
you were feral though. You came here with nothing. You know, your parents weren't here, so you're.
Yeah,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
entertaining to hear his
Yeah.
thing. Like if I made enough money to buy a house, nobody would ever see me again.
Oh, yeah.
Let alone like
No,
going
I like
back
coming
to
home. I like coming home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got one, why
But
not?
it's funny, those tours, we were literally eating Taco Bell every day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
it was-
Subway.
And,
Yeah.
and like, and of course.
Yeah.
When I moved over here, I think it was around that time.
Yeah.
I was introduced to Taco Bell, and that's when I invented a trick and called it a Cholito because that was the thing that you could buy at Taco Bell at the
Yeah.
time. And from being where I was from,
Yeah.
where when I was growing up, I got home cooked meals. My stepmom made
Yeah.
meals for my brothers and my dad, and they were good.
Yeah.
Like looking back, I'm like, those were good. She wasn't a bad cook. It was
Yeah.
good food, but when you're 17, Taco Bell kicks ass,
Yeah, it
dude.
does.
Like I was like, oh my god, Cholito, like it's only 49 cents.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that was the other thing. Like it was so.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, how do they do it?
Yeah.
You know?
No,
But-
it's $5.
But
Yeah.
speaking of food, I remember the first X Games, 95.
95.
And after the contest, you were like, oh, let's go get some lobster. And that was my first time eating lobster. I was like, whoa, this is really good.
Oh, 'cause, yeah. I won like $1,000 maybe.
Right.
Yeah, you made your full run. Otherwise, I would have got second. I got third. You got, because it was Chris Sen.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
And then me.
That's I got second.
Street Hawk.
I got second in this first street event.
Yeah.
X Games.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's funny. In Australia, I won the Australasian titles and I won $4,000.
Oh.
And I took everybody to like a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I can't remember, but I feel like it was like maybe $200 or something.
Yeah.
And we drank. Like I got bottles of wine
Yeah,
for
oh,
people.
boy.
But I like bought everybody dinner and then I bought a 12-string acoustic guitar. like at a guitar shop. I was like, dude, it's got 12 strings.
Yeah.
Like, and the guy like gave it to me, and I'm like, ding, and I'm like, oh man, this sounds sick. And then like a week later, it went out of tune, and it's a 12 string, and I couldn't tune it. And it was just a pile of shit in the corner until somebody who could play guitar was like, dude, you got a 12 string? I was like, yeah, it doesn't work. It like,
doesn't work.
What do you mean it doesn't work? I'm like, it went out of tune. I don't know how to tune. I don't know how to tune a 6-string because I was learning how to play guitar instead of getting a normal guitar because I had $4,000. I was like,
you went big.
It's got 12 strings.
Yeah, you went
obviously
big.
better. And it's like, if you know how to play, you dumbass. Yeah, it just stayed.
But going back to the X Games, remember you're like, oh, let's go to this bar club, and I was underage. And then you're like, hey, just pretend you can't speak English. Right? You remember that? Yeah. No, yeah, but this is how...
It worked?
No, this is how the nickname Lito came from. I said, okay, just call me Lito. And then I was just nodding my head. The bouncer...
Oh, yeah.
The bouncer's
But
like,
I thought it came from Manoloto. Manolito? No?
No, I mean, it kind of sounds like
His
it,
middle
but-
name.
Yeah, Manoloto. Yeah.
Manoloto.
But wait a minute. If
Yeah.
you can't speak English, why does that mean underage kids can go
Well,
to
no,
the
because
club?
he was like my, chaperone or whatever. Yeah, because I was only like 16 or 17.
But how do you get to chaperone a kid into a nightclub?
It worked, right?
Yeah, I got
Yeah, it
into
worked.
the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to be 21, right?
yeah. But the
21,
bouncer was
right?
okay. Yeah,
Was it 21 then? Yeah, it must
yeah,
have
it
been.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was 90s
yeah.
for sure.
This is in Newport, Rhode Island.
Wow.
Yeah, it might have been the last night or.
But I mean, there were some. We were
We were staying at the
definitely.
castle or something. You kind of remember that?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that one company put all
forget.
their athlete. There was a company that was trying to manage or be an agent for athletes.
Okay.
And they rented.
Okay,
This
I was just
weird
following
compound.
you. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was
it
just
was
going
so
with you.
strange.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
yeah.
You say it's a castle. It wasn't a
Yeah.
castle, but
it wasn't that like Tom Boyle was there.
Yeah.
And like you took off your shoes,
oh
and
my
then he
God.
freaked out. Like he was like, "That's Tony Hawk's feet" or something like that, right? He was like
Yeah.
So
amazed.
Tom right
You were there too? for
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. No, I think I mean he was definitely
He was
might have
freaking
been
out.
influenced by something, but
Tom liked to party sometimes.
yeah, and we
Rest
were
in
just
peace-
sitting.
rest
I
in
mean,
peace,
because that
Tom
was
Boyle.
it was
I
the
love that
castle,
guy.
but everyone just kind of it was just sort of a commune
Yeah,
of
yeah.
everyone staying wherever.
Yeah.
and and I just got back from the night, and he's back from partying, and he's like, dude, you're a freak.
Yeah, looking at his feet.
Yeah,
So
he's like,
real.
look at your feet.
Yeah.
Do you ever just look at your feet and think I'm a freak?
He's so awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah, he was the best.
He was so great.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But I mean, we got ourselves into such precarious situations. What?
McKone's going to be like, way to ruin the podcast, Jason.
no, yeah. No, I remember like going on tours.
Hey, the
and-
Hawk and the Wolf, you know?
I'm talking here. No,
No, it's Hawk and
no.
Lito.
We would have like 6-hour drive because I think at the time Tom Drake was like he didn't manage the routes correctly.
Yeah.
And we were on the drives for 7 hours or something, and then I'm like, Tony, the vert ramp doesn't have like a deck or something. Like, drop in first try McTwist, and Tony would do that. It was insane. And then you did the.
I mean, we were just skating.
Yeah.
Everything was terrible. So,
Yeah.
so it was like, if it had a decent transition, like just ramp for rips.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, I
But-
should tell him
oh.
not to do that.
There was that one time it was like maybe 2 crates and maybe a parking block, and that was the demo.
Oh.
And you did a 180 on flat, or did you tweak like?
Oh, I rolled my ankle super bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
No,
like,
I did a manual on the box and dropped my nose too soon, and then my foot slipped off and just everything went into it, rolled it, and I'm in charge of everything.
Yeah, street demo.
So that was that.
Where was that? Midwest.
I think
somewhere.
that tour was when I came home and had the epiphany. Like, if you want to keep skating as a pro, you
Yeah.
have to stick to ramps.
Yeah.
Because at one point I was driving
Yep.
with rolled the other ankle into the tour, worse than the first one. And so I'm driving with my foot up on the dash with ice on it,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to dry my socks in the window. And I was like, what is this life? Like,
Yeah.
When you had your foot up on the dash, did you look at your foot and go,
You're a
Am I a
freak.
freak?
Yeah. Wait, hopefully it wasn't the same tour where I accidentally slammed the door on your hand. Your hand was. Do you kind of remember
Oh,
that?
that was like the second one. Yeah. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
You slammed the door on the Great Bird.
No. It was. Oh, I remember. I couldn't say what was wrong
Oh my gosh.
because it was such like my whole body was just in shock.
Yeah, his hand was stuck in there.
It was the
sliding door, or was it-
it was one of those.
Yeah.
There was a sliding door, but my hand was gripping where the sliding door would meet, and the front door was open.
Yeah.
The passenger door. So I was getting out, and then Willy was getting out, and he slammed the door and caught my whole hand in
Stuck.
it, right? And it closed.
Yeah.
It locked.
It was totally
So
closed.
click, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
ta, and then finally the words, I was like, open the door,
Yeah.
open the door.
Oh man.
Was it broken?
No, but there was this
Yeah.
crease across it that I thought it was like, it was just this crazy bruise straight
Yeah.
across.
Yeah.
And it was fine.
And that reminds me of the story of Dom Kekage.
Yeah.
We went to KFC, and then
Oh my.
you remember this one?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
This is going to be amazing, I know, because
I don't know.
Dom is not a sharp
He
man.
bought mashed potatoes and hot gravy.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey Willie, can you help me pour this?" And
While
Tony's
we're driving.
Yeah, while we're driving.
You know how they have those giant, big servings of it?
Yeah.
Not giant, but there's
Yeah,
like the
big.
mini one and there's like a family size one.
Yeah.
He got the family size one.
For himself.
I think we
Or
were all
maybe
sharing
sharing
it.
it, yeah.
No,
Okay.
we got a family meal.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're still
Yeah,
on
yeah.
budget.
Yeah.
You know, we got a bucket of chicken
Yeah.
and the family mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what happened when he opened the gravy and it was just all to the brim and
Yeah.
he's going to try to pour it on the one, the potatoes that are to the brim.
Yeah, yeah,
And the hot gravy
Yeah,
is
yeah.
everywhere and burning him.
yeah. It was burning.
Burning
Dom.
him?
Yeah.
Dom.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And
Was he
Sorry about that,
screaming?
Dom. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he might have
Yeah.
cried.
no, it was rough.
Yeah.
Like it was.
It was burning, scalding hot.
Yeah, it was
He's a
rough.
little kid.
And,
Like,
and
he
also,
just-
then
yeah.
he's like, and he's still holding things, so he's like, can't let him
Yeah.
down. So he's just there,
Holding
in
it.
in
They
hell.
didn't want to spill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
What a
poor
weird,
Dom.
like, specific core memory of that.
Yeah.
No,
And
I
it was
feel
more
like,
traumatizing to him than us, but
yeah, I feel like burning a child is something that sticks.
Gosh.
Yeah.
yeah, but that was the other thing. Like, Dom came on tour, and Dom switched out with Sammy,
Oh, Sammy Harite. Yes.
Sammy Hariti.
Yeah.
Sammy, who
Yeah.
was like, to me, was like young Willy Santos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sammy's
Like,
sick.
kid that could just
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah.
You remember Sam? He was from Germany. Oh, okay.
He rode for Powell.
Yeah.
And then I knew him back then, and then I was like, oh, we're doing Birdhouse. And that was the one time when Powell actually got mad at me.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you took him.
I just offered him. He was
Yeah.
amateur. He wasn't getting paid. I was just like,
Yeah.
hey, you want to have a Birdhouse? Like, yeah.
Yeah. And they were mad at that.
Yeah, and they were like, oh, you went to Europe to try to steal him. I was like, dude, I went to Europe because they offered to pay me to go to Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally made $1,000 to
Yeah.
go into Europe.
Which is
And I was
real
like,
money back then.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like that bought me a new processor for my computer
Dude,
so that I could do video.
Yeah.
That's why I went to Europe, and I had to explain it to him. I was like,
Yeah.
no, I didn't go there to get Sammy. I went there to get $1,000 so that I could have video going
Yeah.
through my computer.
Who was mad at you?
The higher ups.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But the
Burning
best
his
thing about
children.
traveling with Willy is that he was down to skate.
Yeah.
And so we would go do a demo. He was on point skating whatever was thrown at him, and then we'd go out on the streets and he's skating like. Not
Just
everyone
skating.
was on board with that program.
Still skating.
Still skating.
Actually, I went skating this morning. Yeah, before coming over here.
You did?
I text Cab last night, like, hey, you're gonna skate at the Escondido Park, and he's like, oh, I'm going motocrossing with Riley. I was
Oh,
like,
really?
oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Dan
Motocrossing.
Rogers was supposed to meet, but he had to go to DMV, so Dan met up with me and my buddy Dan over there.
Oh,
So we
sick.
just skated over at the Escondido Park before coming here.
What's the Escondido Park?
It's fairly new. I think like in the last 2 years.
I haven't been there.
Yeah, it's just a fun little park, street park. Yeah.
Do you get recognized?
I do. Actually, there was a dude on the bench, like he was watching for a while, and then he came up to me, started skating a little bit, and then he's like, oh, Willy Santos. And then he's like, oh, I'm from Guadalajara, Mexico. I've been a fan of yours. Like, it was like, oh, wow. So I mean, I dye my hair to try and turn back time, so maybe people still recognize me.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
That's not why you dyed your hair.
No? Oh, what is it?
Because you just wanted to dye your hair.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right.
Come on. You don't care about that stuff, right?
But I had the privilege of living through the Willy vert years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Willy had some vert skills.
I knew that. I always knew anybody that was that good on street that did anything on vert, I'd be like, nice.
Yeah.
Because
Steve Barra.
yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, man, he was
Well, he
real
was
good.
first vert, right? Kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
Yeah. He did the first heel flip Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw this guy doing alley-oop cabs,
Sick.
back lips.
Yeah. That was fun. But the ramps were like 11 feet or 10 feet. Now, like your ramps
That's
are
vert.
13.
Does it matter?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, I feel like there's people that skated in that era that go, "Oh man, the ramps are like so much bigger now," and I'm from your
Yeah,
era,
yeah.
so I had to make the adjustment.
Yep.
When you do finally make the adjustment, sure, there's like a little section there where you're like, "Whoa, like,
Yeah.
this is kind of sketchy," but once you make the transition, it's easier. It's kind of like it's like when I go back, because a couple of times I was caught in because I stopped skating for a long time, and then when I got back into it, I was like, don't go ride Tony's. You're gonna get hurt. It's bigger. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna go faster. You're gonna hit the ground harder. Like just go back to like the little things that you used to do.
Yeah.
And there was like a little back and forth where I'd be like, I'd go to that Vans ramp.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
Oh,
like,
over, yeah.
but
Huntington.
then when I rode
It's too
this
small.
proper,
Yeah.
small.
and then went back to the Vans ramp, I was like, oh, that you got to be joking me. Like this is way easier to
Yeah.
ride and way safer. It kind of reminded me, and this is the opposite for you, but I've seen you skate mini ramps. You're very good at that.
Oh, thank
There
you.
was a time there where I like mini ramps were, because I was from an era where there was no mini ramps. So when mini ramps got made, I was like, oh, dude, you could like learn lip tricks on this mini ramp
Yeah.
and then take it to vert. And then I'd get sweaty, get heated up, and then, go out of my brain and start doing anything I could think of and getting really hurt on mini ramps because I don't know how to. If I don't knee slide, I just shoulder block shit. So I would just get like really red.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, let's skate a mini ramp for an hour. And I'd be like, I can't walk the next day. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
That
Well,
was,
and it's
I
like-
mean, that was his groove.
Yeah, he was one of the guys where I was like,
He was
that's how you
one of the
ride it.
reasons why I kept my mini ramp in shape for so long.
Because he would just rip it apart.
Yeah, and we
Well,
would
I remember
shoot
the
video.
first day coming over there. I remember I think Cindy made some Chinese food, and I'm like, hey, do you have any soy sauce? And you're like, oh, make yourself at home. I think I was like 15 years old or something. But yeah, that bowl was amazing. I mean, I thank you for preserving it as long as you did. It was awesome.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those sessions were so fun.
Oh
but,
yeah.
I mean, this guy did late 360 shove it's like backside ollie, late 360 shove
Yeah,
it,
that was another. Yeah, I was.
And you were starting to get on the
cab
late
back
shovels.
lip revert.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there were a few where I was like, all right, Willy is like, he's
Yeah.
the master.
Yeah, that was a different. I was like, oh, I didn't know you could skate a mini ramp like that. Like I was,
Yeah.
I was like, look, I'm doing blunts over here. You know
Yeah,
what I
oh,
mean?
and cab
he's-
late shoves.
Yeah, all that stuff. Where I was like, okay, I'm out. I'm going back over to the vert ramp.
That's so great. Wait, so Willy, after those days,
Yeah.
you had Willy's workshop
Oh, okay. Yeah.
shop,
Yeah.
right? I'm fast forwarding.
Yes.
but,
Yeah.
I mean, we had 20 years of Birdhouse, right?
Yeah.
Almost.
20, 25. I don't know. Yeah. It was a while.
Doing the end, which was
Yes.
like your part was still one of my faves. And then you did Willy's workshop.
Yes.
How did you get into managing skaters?
Oh, like how what is now? I guess you could say, or
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I don't know. My
I'm not saying like
timeline-
really managing. I mean, well, there was. I got
What, are you
invited.
coaching? What are you
yeah,
doing?
coaching. Yeah,
You're coaching.
So
You're hired to coach
yes,
skaters.
yes, yeah.
Olympians or other skaters?
Sometimes it's random, but it's been Olympians.
Okay.
Like Mena Stess, Bryce Wetstein, Vincent Malou, Sakura Yosuzumi. So
love Bryce.
rewinding it back, it started off kind of like with Vincent Malou, French skater. Maybe you're familiar or maybe not. But I got invited to judge a contest, and I saw him skating, and I was just blown away. Like, this guy has some great talent. and he didn't ride for a board company. And I was like, oh, maybe I talked to a buddy, Mark Haziza, and because he's French and they could speak at the time, Vince could not speak English at all. And then so he climbed on board, and then I connected the dots with him of like kind of like how I got on Birdhouse, like we're Transworld, Thrasher. So I did that the same with Vince, and then he blew up. He got invited to SLS, and then to X Games, and then so I would be with him along on these trips. Sometimes I'd judge.
So you're getting a fee for that?
Well, at that time it was just Willy's workshop.
Okay,
like it was
right.
just like I was
Got it.
helping his career like to blossom, and then it like Sakura Yosuzumi, like at the time when I met her, I think she was probably only 14 or 15. And my distributor in Japan was like, oh, there's a Japanese girl that wants to come to San Diego and can you show around and skate with her?
Yeah.
And then I skate, actually my son, Willy and Felicia, we went to the Rancho Penasquito skate park and met with her. And then I was just like blown away of her ability. And then we went
she
to
is a
the Valley
Mini
Center.
ramp master.
Oh, yes, yeah. And then we went to the Valley Center skate park, and then she was skating around, and I was like, oh, because, you know, the tricks are in English, and you could, so she understands what I'm saying. And then her mom's like, oh, you should coach or teach. And then it pretty much turned from that. Yeah.
So,
To
but then
become-
that became an actual paying gig.
Yeah, eventually, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
So, yeah, it's cool. I mean, the last since November, I've been working with Bryce Wetstein a bunch. I mean, you sometimes you're here, you see me in back here, and I mean, she got 6th place in the Olympics. Although it was challenging, I was trying to text you. Remember, I was like, hey, can you? Because I'm not part of the US.
He's trying to get me to get him in. I was like, Willy, I'm trying to get my own kids in.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because I'm not part of the USA delegation. So
Man, they can't just.
Yeah.
Come on,
just,
man! Like I love how like the Olympics. I love Olympics skateboarding is in the Olympics. That's cool. But let him.
Oh, I didn't
go
even talk
wherever
about
the
this.
hell he wants. Like,
Do you know when Snoop was there and then Devin Booker came?
the
Devin Booker?
basketball player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to use Miles Pass.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Because Miles came in through a different
Yeah.
entrance, they didn't scan his pass. So they gave Miles Pass to Devin Booker. That's how he got in.
Yeah.
So if Devin Booker was having a hard time getting in, sorry, Willy, you're not getting in.
Yeah.
But
eventually, World Skate gave me passes to
Good.
just to be there at the contest.
Yeah.
Eventually, but
What's
I
been-
wasn't there for practice. It
So
was
can you
tough.
claim
Yeah.
responsibility for any of Bryce's gnarly tricks that she does? Because she does some risky moves.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, before going there, she learned a cab tail grab, but she only landed one, and we were
Okay.
hoping to bring that, and then we were trying to up her run with the cab D, but that's when she bailed. Yeah.
Oh, I saw her
Yeah.
do that at that
Yes.
Portland event, though.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not the ideal cab back D.
Why?
Like, it's cab disaster. She was way too close to her back truck.
Yeah.
She just
But she put
went-
it.
yeah, but
goes
she
for
got
it.
skills, man.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
got skills.
She got such a creative.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, she's awesome.
Style, like
She's like
What-
Mary Poppins.
sky's the
from skateboard.
limit. I know, right? I know. That was one of the biggest adjustments to because I was out of skateboarding for a
Yeah.
long time, and then I was like, it was like Vert Alert, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to announce the women, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm going to go up here and like, like introduce myself because I don't expect any of these girls to know who I am,
Yeah.
and I don't know who they are, and I want to like get to know them.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm like, holy shit, everyone is good, like
Yeah, the
real
girls,
good,
insane.
But then
Yeah.
the conversations where it was just like, hi, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I'm from another era where nobody's ever been this nice in
on the
in
deck.
history.
on the
Yeah.
deck to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and to me, like
No.
they were
Yeah.
so welcoming to me, and I was like, "Wow, you guys are fucking awesome, man!
Yeah.
Like I love hanging out with you guys."
Yeah.
and then like just what a cheery, awesome. Like even the last time I saw, her, I was like, "Man, ripping today," and she was like, "Wow, me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you? Like, what are you? What?" She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, thank you so much." I'm like, "What? You're just
Yeah.
so." Fun to be around, like
Yeah.
you're just so happy about
So was
life.
was that your main directive to be in Paris? Was for Bryce?
Yes, yeah. That's why I was there. Well, I was gonna go anyways. Kiko Francisco, who represents the Philippines, and so that's who I work for as well, like the Philippine Skateboarding Federation. And so if he would have made it, he missed it by 2, but then Andy McDonald did the miracle and did that fakie 5, and he got in. So he bumped out Kiko. So I would have been there working with Kiko, had the badge, and then I could have been there with Bryce, but then it was just a challenge.
Andy ruined it, huh?
Yeah. I gotta say, just when you're talking about the Filipino team, when you're talking about, representing Philippines, I have had so many people tell me through the years, like, yo, man, Tony Hawk, Willy Santos, Birdhouse, like, he inspired me to skate. This is the first Filipino pro I ever saw. Super cool.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, no, I mean, but really, like, they were
pumped.
Like, people are passionate about it.
Yes, yeah.
That they saw you skate and they're like, yes, I identify.
Yeah. No, thank you. I mean, I can't believe I'm still skating still to this day.
Yeah, I can.
I can, yeah. I mean, are you kidding me?
I know, it's pretty obvious.
If our disaster shows are still skating, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like, you're still probably doing catch and kickflips at the same height.
Yeah.
I did we filmed a line today with a kickflip
Asshole.
in there.
Yeah.
On the quarter pipe,
Yeah, exactly.
But no late shove it. There was no late shove it.
You still got that. That is a bad slam, though. Yeah. Late shoves were the worst for like not looking that exciting and just being the worst slam when they go wrong.
Man, you know what's crazy is there was a time there where I had
you did
that.
late shove it on vert?
Yeah.
On vert?
You didn't do them, right?
Hell no.
Yeah, I did Fakey Ollie late shove it.
Oh, okay.
I did Fakey Ollie late shove it disaster.
Okay.
Yeah, I did Fakey Ollie just late shove it.
No, you're crazy.
Yeah, there was a little error there because I was hanging out. Gregsy, right? The Australian street skater guy.
Okay, yeah.
He was a big influence. Like he's a guy. He's a guy. He still texts me and goes, "Dude, what you need to do?" And I'm like, "Dude, first of all, I'm 52. Like I skate like once a month.
That's like my competition with Gons."
He's like, "Stall out an Antract," and I'm like, "Dude,
Stall out.
No, I don't want to." Like when I first started skating again with Tony, he's like, "Dude, you got to bring back the slob." And I was like, "Dude, I can barely do a backstep air right now." He's like, "You could do the slob." I'm like, "I'm not your video game." Like I used to say that to him, where I'm like, "I'm not your video game, dude, and I'm old. Like you're gonna get me killed."
No.
But he was like, "Dude, think about it. Fakey Ollie, late shove." And because I was hanging out with him all the time, like I would skate because they would hang on the variant with me, so I would go street skate with them. So it actually really helped me like learn some newer stuff because I put in a lot of time. I'm terrible, dude. Like I'm the worst street skater. I'm worse than him, and that's saying something.
No.
I was.
Wait, Tony's pretty.
Always
Dude,
has to get that
those tray flips are funny. Come on.
Oh man. Yeah.
He doesn't want to do it. He won't do it.
No, but you could do varial heels.
He
on
could do
command,
all kinds
on
of
flat.
stuff.
Yeah.
But some of it was like, whew, keep it to yourself, man. But
my 360 flips have not gotten better. I will give you that.
They haven't got worse either, though.
They've definitely got worse.
But I'm the same. I did a couple, and every time I see it, I go.
Wait, have you ever done the switch 360 flip on
Hell
flat?
no.
No, what the hell?
I don't. Maybe.
Holy cow, dude!
No.
What? Yeah.
I did one nollie heel flip on vert and one nollie heel flip on street in my life, and that's the only thing I've come close to doing anything switch flip. Literally one on each.
Yeah, you can do a switch flip.
No,
No way.
No, I have a seizure.
Yeah. That's just like.
No,
That's Russian roulette right there. That's no game we need to be playing. Switch flip. I could seriously be hospitalized for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
you get penciled, huh?
Well, it's how many slams I would take because I'm not going to make one.
Yeah.
But I'll try it for like 4 hours and take 75 solid boom, like roll ankle and then shoulder block.
Wait, what was the chick you were trying that was the dare? Was it an impossible?
Yeah, Ollie Impossible.
His son bet him. You had a bet going.
Oh no, that was another trick where it was not even close. But the Ollie Impossible it was 4 days.
Yeah.
Because I used to be able to do it, no problem. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. 4 days later, I made a pile of crap one that was like not even worth bringing up.
Yeah.
And not to mention the other like real good slams doing it where I was like, I never had it. And now I really don't have it.
Wait, this is a switch flip?
Dude,
or a kick
an
flip?
Ollie Impossible.
Oh, impossible. That's right. Yeah.
Like,
okay.
then there was the one that my son saw on the internet. There was a laser flip or something where it was like, he was like, Dad, could you do this? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, no, you couldn't. I was like, yeah, I could. And now my son's playing me. Like, he's like, I bet you couldn't. I was like, I bet you I could, because he knows me. I'm a moron. If you challenge me, I'm like,
it was the bet was for a bike, right?
Yeah, it was for an e-bike.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of wanted to get him one anyway.
Yeah, well, obviously.
So, because I was like...
You put in the time, though. I saw it. You put in the time.
Oh, you try, yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm seeing it, and I'm like, right, so you get it to... like, because I used to be able to do... I could do, what is it, a Casper flip?
Oh.
Where you half flip and then flick it over.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do them. Not good, but I could do them. And I was like, I'll do that. And then you just
Wait, is
flick
there
it.
footage of you doing this?
Footage of me trying it? Yeah.
No.
Oh,
making
no,
the cast
no,
flip?
no, there isn't. No, there isn't.
I don't believe you then.
So good, don't believe me. I'm not going to get Tony to look
He's
for
doing
it.
that because I'm the one who is tasked with trying to find all this
It's not
historical
fair.
footage.
And it's
and
not.
there's stuff that I keep thinking about that you did where I'm like, I know where that is. Because I shot the Willy stuff.
You show that.
Yeah, I shot
Do you still have that like raw footage
I
somewhere?
have the 1-inch master of Feasters and Ravers.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It was funny because I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
That I remember the rest of the team giving me shit because there's a shot of you at Webb Park. I think it's in Feasters.
Probably Feasters, yeah.
Dude, you did nose blunt over that wall at the end,
Pop up,
and then you went 1-footed.
Yeah, yeah.
And everyone's like, "What? Why? Why are you slow-moing that?"
Oh.
I was like, he
Oh, it
did a
was slow-mo,
nose blunt slide on a wall
Yeah.
and then kicked his foot out afterwards as a 1-footer. I'm like, because that's amazing.
Oh,
Wait.
so it was never played normal speed?
No.
Oh, okay. I watched, I mean, I wasn't there.
But it was
when you
like
edited.
kind of a highlight in the slow-mo
Yeah.
section as
Yeah.
far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
People disagreed?
Yeah.
The other team riders
Oh, okay.
were not appreciative of it.
Oh.
Kooks.
I like slow-mo.
Yeah.
Well, for that, I mean,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
amazing, right?
I'm with you, but that's
Yeah.
not a good
All
sign.
right.
Hey, but before like the whole thing of like do a kickflip kind of a thing, like how it is now.
Yeah.
I remember in Munster, Germany, I was roomed with Paul Zitzer. And then when we would hit the streets, like going to the contest, and I would yell to Paul, do a kickflip.
Yeah.
And I remember he slammed terribly.
Really?
Like, smack, and then picked up his board, just kept on going as if nothing happened, but I loved it. It was so hilarious. Oh my
And
God.
he's got a good kickflip.
Yeah. I mean, Paul could skate
Yeah.
street too, just like
Yeah,
how.
that's what I mean. That's
yeah.
what's shocking to me. I was like, "But Paul can't
Yeah.
do it. No one's safe."
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
funny that he listened to me and tried it anyways.
I
love
remember
Paul.
you guys give me a hard time when I don't know why this is coming up.
Oh.
I did a 4-1-1. Now I have to look for this. Great. I did a 4-1-1
Careful.
trick tip on 360 flip grab.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Like
okay.
360 flip
On vert.
waddle.
Yeah, I
On
remember
vert.
seeing that.
Yeah.
I was like,
And
what the heck?
I was going to
You-
say, right? Like,
Oh, I gave
You and Andrew
Yeah?
were giving me, this is when we all had to share the same room, right?
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah.
And we're in the room and you guys are talking about these tricks and you're like, you did a trick tip. Like, how stupid is, who's learning that? Like, who's going on a ramp
On the
to learn
vert
that and taking your advice on it?
Yeah.
And Paul is like, I learned it from that trick tip.
Yeah.
you know who?
And I was like,
you know
yes.
who?
Yeah,
you
see,
know-
someone learned
You know
it,
who
yes.
else learned that from that?
Who?
Nobody. That is the only guy, and he
Yeah.
was in the room,
And you
so
know
that
what?
worked out.
And my work is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it.
I
and
passed it on to someone
You
else.
did, yeah.
I did it for 2 days.
Now I remember
Based
Paul
on the
doing
trick
it.
tip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I
you
did.
watched my trick
And
tip?
then I-
well, you
The
didn't put
one
your
he's
feet in the right
talking about?
place.
I don't want to admit it. Yeah, I did because it was the only trick.
Oh,
it was
okay.
the
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was the only. It was the last flip trick left, as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, you did it to
on
fakie, right?
vert.
I did fakie, yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Jeez.
But I was like, I could do that, and I couldn't, and I got so mad.
Yeah.
And I did the 3-day thing, like where I showed up every day and was
yeah.
like, I got so mad that I was like, I'm not skating. I'm only doing that. You know when
shit.
you get into the
Yeah, yeah.
when
Okay,
you're
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm just possessed by it.
Yeah,
And
possessed.
in the end, I couldn't do it, and I gave up. And snapped my board, ripped my pads off, kicked my helmet over the wall,
Oh my
and went into the bushes and cried.
On the third day?
Yeah, on the third day, I straight up cried.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's when I realized that, because I cried because I realized that day, I'll never forget it.
Oh.
I'm never gonna be as good as Tony Hawk
Oh my
because I thought that it was still a chance.
Yeah. Wait, you've never beat Tony in the contest?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, but yeah,
did.
one time he fell
Yeah.
off, so
rare
it
though,
doesn't
right?
really
It's
count,
rare.
but
He did.
But it did to me.
You were there.
Oh, I was?
Yeah. Is it Northampton, Southampton?
Oh, over there. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Remember when they did?
And,
They would
I
do.
went up to him after it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't take it. I didn't. Like, to me, it was just like he's the greatest and always will
But
be.
it wasn't that I felt. I ate shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember.
Yeah,
Well, I remember there was a San Jose contest. Your helmet like flew off, or you were doing a very.
Oh no, I got
looped
KO'd.
out.
Yeah, I got KO'd. Yeah.
Well, he didn't get KO'd this time, but
Yeah.
he fell off, and I didn't. I think I still, but I didn't win. I just beat him.
Yeah.
And when I see that, I was like,
You're a sight.
and I was like, hey,
Yeah,
Tony,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because that was the other thing. Like, what
Yeah.
if I say it? It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's supposed to be funny. It's like, you got beat by me.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to happen ever.
Wait, so did you ever enter a street contest?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
One time, and this is
Oh, this is before you're pro. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, I was in.
Actually, yeah, I remember on the Tony Hawk tours, he would be jumping off the ceiling.
Yeah, and doing step ups and stuff. Yeah.
I had little step ups and stuff, but
Would
one
it be a heel flip or a kick flip?
I did 360 flip up a
Oh,
step up and frontside
okay.
flip and kick flip. It's
Wow.
yeah, I don't want to do it to you.
Oh,
Wait
But
a second.
Oh.
In those days, my 3 flips are pretty good.
yeah.
I would like to. I would
I'll
like
defer to
him to
Willy.
see.
I would like to defer to Willy on that.
He's kissing your ass.
No,
He
no.
already looked away when on the first joke about it. He was like, "Oh, they're pretty good." Like, they were terrible. Come on.
It would spin weird, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
his foot's too big. There's something weird going on.
He
It's
does
just
have a
like,
big foot,
"Wah,"
yeah.
like there's a whole bunch of stuff happening that shouldn't be happening.
No, it's everything I have.
Heel
Going
flip,
into
frontside,
it,
180 frontside heel flip.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
that
yeah,
too.
you can do those
that
all the
was your
time,
thing
too.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But your 360 flip was
What,
balls.
Willy, what was your kind of the one of the hardest, like the most
Like a flip trick?
flip trick? Yeah, where you were like, okay, this is as far as it goes.
Well, I mean, like, even to the, like, switch 360 flips are still tough to me, even though I landed one the other day, but I can't do it on command. I wish that trick I could do like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
But you did it recently.
I did, yeah, like 2
Wow.
days ago, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't take this the wrong way, but fuck you.
I was always fascinated with your late flips too, like shove it late flip.
Oh, I could still do, somehow it's just still sticks with me. I could still do the frontside shove it late flip
Dude.
pretty much on command. Like, if
Wow.
someone just
Yeah.
asked me, I could somehow
Yeah.
my feet still work
Yeah.
to do the late flip.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
And actually, like a year ago, I remember we were at the PQ park and there's like a slanted manual pad. And I was doing those manuals up the thing. And I was like, hey, I think I was telling Dan, because Dan was filming it. I'm like, hey, Dan, I think I could still do the nose manual late flip, like the front flip.
Oh wow,
And I did it like within like 8 tries or something. Yeah,
dude.
it still worked.
wow.
Somehow it still works.
Is it harder to bail that stuff now?
No, it didn't, yeah.
How is that
Yeah.
possible? How old are you?
I'm 48, turning 49. Yeah,
What?
yeah.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that thing.
Well, I'm not jumping downstairs or anything.
No, but I know if
yeah.
you're at least going up a slant. There's got to be some distance to do the late flip, the front foot
Yeah,
flip.
I just fast like how
Wow.
I used to do it. I mean, yeah.
What was like in our days of filming?
Mm-hmm.
What was a oh shit moment or trick or stunt that you were like, well, this is a little much?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, some stuff from DN, but I remember like a memorable moment. We were at EMB. Maybe you remember because you were filming me. I was like, "Hey, Tony, I'm gonna film a backside tailside shove it," and then one of them went further, and then I was
Oh,
like,
360 shove, yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then I was just like, "Oh, Tony, I think I could do
Yeah.
this 360 shove it." And I don't know how many tries it took me, but then eventually I made it. So it was like the first backside tailside 360 shove
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, it was just a accident that it was.
I
like,
think,
work. Yeah.
and someone's probably gonna just destroy me on this, but I feel like I remember one of those trips. We were in Vienna somehow,
Oh,
and
okay.
you were skating a ledge. You did a kickflip back tail, shove
Uh-huh.
it out,
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that was the first time I ever saw anyone do flip in, flip out.
Oh, well, they didn't flip out though. It shoved it
Well,
out.
I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah.
Flip in and then something else.
Something out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that at that time that was easy for me. So, yeah.
It's amazing.
Sounds like it still is.
No,
yeah, you're
I
right.
haven't done a kickflip back tail in a while. I'll try one in the next week or two.
Probably that EMB session, that would have been with Ocean.
Yeah, maybe it was the
then
one where he did the kickflip front nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after doing that trick, it was years later, I was talking to my buddy William Nguyen, and he came to EMB, and I guess everybody was talking about it, but I had no idea that. I mean, we just filmed it, and then we went probably back to the contest or back to the hotel.
Yeah.
But I guess it was something that, like, I mean, I didn't really think much of it as it being like the first.
I mean, to gain respect at EMB, you had to do something along those lines.
Yeah. I was
You
always
could not
scared
just
of,
show up and nose slide the ledge.
Yeah. Yeah. I was always scared of James Kelch over there.
Yeah. And rightly so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That place was awesome. Yeah. Oh wait, you had some footage there in Feasters. You frontside 180 the
The Gaunt's Gap.
Yeah. But you never messed with the ledges. Did you nose blunt side or blunt?
No, I just would just do basic stuff, nose slide, whatever.
Yeah.
I think I got a pass just because we skated EMB for chin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. The pass.
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean?
Did you ever
we were
push
there
on
for a while.
Yeah,
you did?
Gregsy had me.
Okay.
Yeah, I went around there.
Dang,
Dude.
Street Ellis.
The people used to say it and then laugh right after they said the sentence.
Yeah.
Look out, it's Street Ellis, and then
Yeah.
everybody would start laughing because here he would come and yeah. I got another slide on there,
Okay, you did. Okay.
dirt one, but whatever.
Yeah.
The funny thing is about the doing the Gaunt's Gap, I had no exit strategy because you land on a higher ledge.
Did you 180 it?
That's
I did
crazy.
a 180, but then
Yeah.
I just jumped off of it after that. Like I
Yeah.
landed the 180, got
Yeah.
to where I was going to go. I didn't like, what am I
Because
going
you're
to do?
going
Go off
switch.
switch?
What are you
Yeah,
going to do?
forget that.
Right.
Going off switch at like 100 miles an hour for
You're
me.
not going to do a switch heel flip.
Yeah, call it a day.
That would be the first one. Finally, I got one.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, in one of the old videos, are you doing like a switch heel downstairs or no?
No,
No? Okay.
not a chance.
Yeah.
I know, right?
But I feel like that would
things.
come easier than a switch flip for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I did a nollie heel on vert, that was surprisingly came pretty quick.
It's
yeah.
weird, like
Yeah.
kicking for a flick.
You didn't
right?
know heel
Yeah.
no grab.
No, front side air.
Oh, okay.
No, like Neil Hendricks.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Man.
What was wait, was I gonna? Yeah, those early days, like shooting at Carlsbad High, and
Yeah. Yeah.
you did
Half cab,
half
late shove
cab,
it. Yeah.
late shove.
But I
over
never
that
messed
gap.
with the big gap. Like you ollied the stairs.
Yeah,
Who did anybody do anything down the like Jeremy did the back 360.
yep,
I think Barrett did a fakie ollie over it.
Yep.
Too. That was some good times.
so
Oh my
funny.
gosh. Yeah.
What about? I'm trying to think of you. I think you have a different version of this because yours is probably more accurate.
Oh.
Of when we first met.
Yeah. So that was I was skating at School W,
School
which is
W.
Jerebeck.
Yeah,
And you, Steve Sherman, maybe there was some other. Were you with some other skaters? You probably were.
probably.
Yeah.
I
And
mean, if I was running those days, probably Mortimer.
yeah, probably yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were shooting for a tracker ad, but I think even before you 5-0, you did a 5-0 grind down the handrail. Wait, did you skate rails? Lip side maybe?
On the rail?
Yeah. Street Ellis? No, never hopped on.
Street
the rail.
Ellis did I did a board slide.
Oh, you were about to say rock and roll almost.
Yeah. I'm old, dude.
Rock and roll board slide. Yeah, dude.
Gosh.
Keep it
So
real.
yeah, going back. So Tony, you were trying to ollie the fence, but like on the wrong spot.
Oh
The
yeah,
Chevy
I mean,
fans?
I was
a
like, this
newbie.
guy's crazy.
I was a newbie.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, so I was just watching-
I wasn't looking at Sean Sheffy. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. What do
Oh,
I
the
do?
Donger Chevy
Yeah,
fence.
yeah.
That's where I did the rail.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, like the
rock and roll rail.
Yeah,
Okay,
fuck you.
The rock and roll
And
slide.
there's no doubt in my mind when I did it that day, it was a rock and roll slide for sure.
sure,
Yeah. I was on planet Earth, so I was living at the H Street house.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I was skating with Donger and all those guys.
Yes, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
I
Those guys,
only that picnic
inspiration.
table.
Oh, Off the bump?
Yeah, the other school, the
Oh,
Matt Hensley
Yeah,
aerial
San
bump.
Pasquale.
Yeah, San Pasquale.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
that one was because I could push fast.
Yeah, that was big enough.
And it was a giant
Yes,
bank.
yeah.
So
That's a good
I was
one.
like
Yeah.
hanging with those dudes over there. But yeah, that other one, fuck no, I wasn't going over anything. That
Yeah.
bump was not big enough.
But yeah, so going back, Tony was trying to ollie the fence. I mean, I don't think you actually went over it, but you kind of like just jumped and then like right next to it. I was like, dude, this guy is crazy. And
that
I was
is
just like, oh,
crazy.
this is Tony Hawk skating. I was just watching him skate, and then you were done skating, and then I started skating, and I guess I mean, I was just
It
skating.
was, you know, when you see someone with that
Yeah.
that solid talent,
Yeah.
even if they're doing basic stuff, you're like, that guy's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did I ask you about skate from Powell then?
yes, it was either you or Steve Sherman gave me a business card,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like, oh, if you want to ride for Powell, but I just got on GNS.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then
Yep.
I was just kind of like, oh, I mean, maybe I was.
That was the
stupid
one.
to-
You know,
yeah.
it was tricky leaving Powell because I left Powell not long after that.
Yeah.
To start Birdhouse, obviously.
Yeah.
And ask you, but that was the one thing. You know, it was hard to have that conversation with Stacy, and where his take is, well, I did the same thing, so how can I prevent you from doing it? But we don't want you to do that, and you know, it got kind of messy.
Yeah.
But the one thing he told me that stuck with me is like, but you do have a good eye for talent. And then I was like, yep, that's why I'm getting Willy Santos on the team.
Yeah.
Because I missed him the first time.
No, but remember, I was like, did somebody cry? I was saying,
Oh,
yeah, right.
He goes, because we're all formulating this plan, but
Yeah.
none of us have made a move yet. It was
Yeah.
all just, you know, a concept. And then finally, I'm like, you know, I'm going to quit Powell. And he's
Yeah.
like, someone's going to cry.
Yeah, I said that.
And then when I was done, he's like, did you do it? Yeah. He goes, did you cry? I said, no. He goes, did they cry? I go, no. He's like, someone's still going to cry.
Yeah. Oh, somebody cried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, maybe not right there
What a
face to
funny
face.
memory.
But
Yeah.
when you left, somebody cried.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Willie, I appreciate that you believed in me, that we came
Yeah,
this far,
man.
and
Oh yeah. It's,
you know, you're still.
I mean, it seems
still-
like a lifetime ago. Oh my goodness.
I know, but
Of what
here
we
you're
did. Yeah.
you persevered, committed to skating through ups and downs, to your credit, and still killing it, and still promoting and advocating skating and helping skaters.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing, man.
That's quite
when
a
I saw
roster
on
you
the
got
ramp,
there.
Helping that what's the girl that was here?
Bryce.
Oh,
No,
Bryce.
it wasn't Bryce. You were helping.
Sakura. Or,
Yeah, I think so.
Sakura, yeah.
Yeah.
But when I realized that's what you were there, because I was
Yeah.
like, "Why is Willie on the deck right now?" I'm like, "Oh, what? Nah, oh, dude, that is sick." Because I
No,
feel
well,
like,
she was doing like backside 360 ollies, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I like Sakura. Then I showed her footage of me doing a 540 ollie, but you know, quarter pipe bank.
yeah,
And then she learned it.
Yeah.
And then that helped her win the Olympics. Like she did that in her run.
oh
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
And she did her run without even moving.
Yeah. Yep.
There it is.
Yeah.
I made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Willie. Well, thank you, buddy.
Hey, wait, but before we end this, I got some presents for you here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, some couch curbs. And since I'm doing this podcast out of the, like, you spur of the moment, you called me or texted me yesterday? Or, yeah. I need to
Well, I
get.
figure like, who can we get in San Diego?
Yeah, okay.
Willie's in San Diego.
So,
It looks like somebody who could skate curbs skated it.
yes, yeah.
Not me.
So I'm asking a big favor if Cab, every once in a while I'll skate with Cab, but I've been filming this thing. Dan's been helping me. We're doing these curb wars. So I need to be you versus Cab on the curb.
on this curb?
No, we'll go to a
Yeah,
spot.
because this is where I'm
Wow, I
gonna.
was
it's
gonna
like
say,
it's like a game of skate.
By the way, this is a pillow.
Yeah, it's a pillow.
From.
It's a good
So it's a
idea.
Do you see what he's doing? He's
Yeah.
doing the thing where you put someone on the spot.
Yes,
on the
I
podcast.
am. Yeah. So it's basically a game of skate on the curb.
If these
Yeah.
one of these two old farts, and I can say that, rolls their ankle, I hope
no,
you
it's-
feel
it's
like
gonna be-
shit, dude. I hope
It's
you
gonna be
feel like
way worse than rolling ankle. It's gonna be like full chest to curb.
No, don't do that. No,
Trying
but
the dumbest thing.
yeah.
yeah,
So yeah,
It's
cool.
just
Sounds
fun.
fun. I'll be there. Yep.
yeah. Take
No,
it
come
easy.
on, you better go. You better.
Take
Did
it
you
easy,
get
old
Cab to
guys.
agree to this?
Yeah, I mean, street cab, he'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Street cab.
Street
Yeah.
cab
Are
still
slappies
goes.
allowed?
Yes, that's what it
Oh,
is.
hell yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah, slappy. But see,
I think you can take him out with a slappy.
no,
he's
cab
got-
could do
I
slappies.
do have
He
slappies
can?
still.
Yeah, cab could do slappies.
Okay. I think Tony.
I've taught a few people slappies in recent years, actually.
Oh.
Oh, you teach me? I never was
But
good
I
at
see
that.
cab slide.
got it.
I see cab.
Oh, I am not doing it.
I don't know
I
how-
am not
If your,
doing
front,
it.
Yeah.
if your front truck hits, you got it.
Yeah, I'm going home.
But I see cab. He'll like slide a blunt side. Can you think you
Ooh,
get blunt side?
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you challenging you right there?
No, I mean that's
Seemed
probably
like it.
something cab would do to give him a letter.
Oh, jeez. Let's just say it would take some effort.
Yeah.
It would take some effort beforehand
Okay.
to get back to curbs.
Okay.
But I'm not afraid of the challenge.
Yes, let's do it. Yeah.
But thank you for the pillows.
yes.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You know what? Let's do
Yeah.
it. Let's do it on these.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a better
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
I mean, if you slide it, you win.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I could actually get hurt skating this.
For sure, because it's going to stop your wheel.
Yeah.
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 Oh boy.
All right, Willy.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Willy Manaloto Santos.
Yes.
Still
Appreciate
here.
it.
Still
Yes.
killing it.
Thank you.
Challenge him to a game of skate.
Yeah.
Good luck.
That's not a good idea.
I gave you a couch curb. Come on, you got to do it. Oh, that was a weird one. Ellis mate.
Because you can't skate. That's dog shit.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Jason Ellis, everyone. Hey Ellis, pretend that you're dropping in for like a Munster contest. You gotta make it right here.
Hey, you know I'm not a 14-year-old girl.
Come on. Hey, you're wearing pink. All right, third try right here, Jason Ellis with the fast plant right here. Come on.
If I don't make this one, you should run out of the house. I'm going to kick you in the
Shoot. Make it a beauty right here. Ellis.
Fuck you, Willie.